So I'm having a catch up with Skinny Lister. How are you both?
Hello, we're
Very
really
good.
well, thank you.
Thanks for having us.
Yeah, pleasure is all mine. And we've just been playing a new single of yours called Song from the Yonder. Tell us a bit about the single, first of all.
Well, it's quite an exciting one for us. It's like it's a conversational one between me and Lorna, which we've not really done much of over the years. Even though we put this out, and some people are suggesting that we should do more of it, or we should have done more of it. But I think there's one track on Down on Deptford Broadway where we did a similar thing. But it's quite nice to explore that dynamic where we're basically having a conversation in a song. So it was nice to put that out. Yeah.
I sing it in honour of all the girlfriends of band members who miss their fellas when we go touring as well.
Yeah, absolutely. And that's coming off your new record, which is out May 9th. What can we expect to hear on the record?
It's quite varied, isn't it?
It is quite varied. I mean, it's got that at the core of it. It's the usual, almost what you would expect from Skinny Lister in a way. It's got, it's got the big themes of travel, sea, drinking, all that stuff is in there. There's a couple of more tender moments on this. We've always had tender moments. Maybe on the last album, Shanty Punk, we didn't really explore that side. But on this one, we've just allowed ourselves to explore that side of things a little bit as well. But as I say, the main sort of headline tracks are those sing along drinking songs that'll be good fun to play live, hopefully.
We've already played a few because we were in America was it a couple of months ago now?
I can't remember.
So time flies. But yeah, on our recent American tour, we were playing some of them and they just go down really well, sit nicely in with the old classics.
Yeah, we did have the opportunity to road test a few of them before we recorded the album, and so they work well live. So yeah, all good.
Yeah. Nice. Yeah, good. And I think you're about 7 records in now. How have you guys evolved through the years from record 1 till now?
In some ways we've evolved quite a lot, and in some ways we're still we're quite true to that ethos of the sound from when we first started. I mean, the first album we didn't have a drummer. It was quite we always call it our sort of rural album. Then I think we got a bit more urban by the time we got to the second album. We got a drummer. Things got a little bit toughened up, I think. I don't know where we are now. We're somewhere in between that. I mean, we have explored various things along the way. I mean, the core of what we do is sort of a folky sound, and we always like to try and throw in traditional elements of things. But we've explored kind of 80s influences, Adam and the Ants, or Dexys Midnight Runners, or that sort of thing. So we still sort of incorporate things that are of interest to us. But I think I
feel like we found our groove now. And we write the stuff.
Yeah,
I don't know. Just feel really happy and comfortable with where we are, and enjoying playing live still. So yeah, just cracking on with it, really.
Yeah, I mean, it's shanty punk. It's still the I'd say that was our genre. Yeah, and this album is no different from that.
Yeah.
Good. And even though there is those 7 records and a bunch of EPs as well, is there anything you've not tried yet that you want to see if works for you guys?
Well, you've always wanted to do some sort of electro outfit, so just her and a keyboard and
synthesizer.
You and a synth.
Yeah, that's my solo project.
There's nothing really. I mean, we kind of see what we. Because we like to keep things interesting for ourselves in terms of what we do with Skinny Lister, and in turn that keeps things interesting for people who follow the band, I think. But like Lorna says, we're kind of back into a sort of quite a folky groove that we're being true to what Skinny Lister is, I think, at the minute with this, and certainly this and the last record, I think. So we're just for the time being happy doing what we're doing, and I think what we do kind of resonates with our fan base, what we're doing at the minute. So yeah, we'll see. Maybe next album we will go synth. We'll see.
We did synth on A Matter of Life and Love because Max got a synth for Christmas.
He did, yeah.
Yeah,
nice. And coming back to this record, is there any tracks that kind of didn't make the record that you kind of maybe want to use again in the future, or do you think you'll bin them off and start
Man
again?
on a Motorbike in Asda.
Yeah,
that didn't make it,
there-
sadly.
there are always songs that don't make the grade, and that's part of being a band. You know, I'll write a song, we'll take it, you know, I'll play it to the other guys in the rehearsal room, and some of them just
Scott just went, that's just too weird.
So yeah, and if it's not really passed the test this time, I probably wouldn't attempt to get it by next time.
Although my favourite song on the album, you did write it last time, but it didn't make it. But it has made it this time, and it's gorgeous. I love it. I love it so much.
So
She's talking about one called out. Yeah, so that is an exception. That didn't fit in the last album for stylistic reasons, really, because Shanty Punk was pretty down the line.
Shanty Punk.
It didn't really deviate from. It didn't go into the more tender side, which we on this one we've gone a little bit that way. But Lorna's talking about one called "Tumbling Into Something," which is probably the most delicate moment on the album, I think. But fortunately, it found a home on this album. So yeah.
Nice, yeah, nice. And people get to hear you play some of these tracks live because you're starting some in-store shows in, I think, next week. I bet you can't wait to be doing some more shows.
Yeah, we can't wait to get back at it. We start in Bristol at Rough Trade on the 7th, and then we're playing all over the country in some towns that we've never played before.
Yeah, we've got like was it Jacaranda in Liverpool, we've got Rough Trade in Nottingham, we're doing Banquet Records in Kingston.
We've done those before, but we're playing like Holmfirth.
Yeah, they're not the record store ones. So we've got some proper, well, not proper, we've got some sort of full-blown headline shows amongst the tour as well, but it should be a good run.
And we're launching the album on a boat called the Yorkshire Belle in Bridlington, which Dan wrote a song about because he grew up on it. So we're looking forward to that.
I didn't grow up on the boat. I grew up in Bridlington. But anyway,
I bet you went on it.
It's going to be fun actually launching the album officially on the
we're going to smack champagne on the
so yeah, it should be a good week, good fun week next week.
Yeah, absolutely. How do you cater your sets for the in-stores compared to the big main shows?
It'll just be a bit shorter. I mean, they're good fun. They're intimate. They're kind of quite a casual affair. We'll be trying to put 5 or 6 of the tracks from the new album in there, but also keep a whole bunch of the familiar classics as well. But yeah,
it'll be relaxed. It's more, I'd say it's more of an intimate affair and chatting and stuff like that. So.
And signing and, hanging out. It should be good fun.
Yeah, sounds good to me. And then we're obviously into festival seasons. You've got a fair few booked in. Are you hoping to add any more, or do you think that's kind of it for now?
We're always open.
It might be it, but you never know with these things. It's often that things do get added late in the day, and if we're available, we're up for it, we'll do it. So we'll see. But yeah, we're looking forward to festival season. And then beyond that, I don't know when this goes out, but there's something in the pipeline for November, December across Europe and UK.
Sounds good to me. Are you hoping to be back in the studio at some point this year as well, or do you think it's a touring year?
Whoa.
No, I mean, we're actually sat in the studio right now as it happens, but we have to let that sort of percolate a bit and see what at the minute we're truly in the throes of getting this new album out and promoting it and doing all that stuff, so it's kind of definitely on the back burner at the minute is new material.
So if you haven't picked up a copy yet, pick one up. It means everything to us.
Absolutely. And I'm not sure there's going to be much time with Lorna's synth project going on as well. So
that's going to really take off, yeah.
Guys, it's been a pleasure having a catch up with you.
All right, cheers.
Thanks for having us.
Very much.
Appreciate it.
Thank you.